Hello friends, I hope you are doing well. So in the previous video we solved a problem from LoveBabbar SDE set of 450 questions. So in this video we are going to solve another problem of that set. So let's move on and see which problem we are going to solve today. So let's move. So today we are going to solve merge intervals problem. So let's see what are the problem statement. So you are given n number of intervals where each interval contains two integers denoting start time and the end time of the interval. The task is to merge all the overlapping intervals and return the list of the merged intervals sorted by increasing order of their start time. Two intervals AB and CD are said to be overlapping with each other if there is at least one integer that is covered by both of them. So for example, five intervals are 1, 4, 3, 5, 6, 8, 10, 12, 8, 9. So in the first two intervals, 3 is overlapped by both intervals, so it can be merged by and it will become 1 5, and 1 5 and 6 7 cannot be merged because it does not overlap any word. So 1 5 is a interval it put in the result, and here 6 8 and 10 12 is not overlap any word, so it cannot be merged, and 10 12 and 8 9 is not overlap any word, it cannot be merged, so it remain unchanged. But 6 8 and 8 9 can be merged because it overlapped 8, so our resultant will be 1 5 6 9 and 10 12. So here is the input output and note, so you must understand this carefully. So firstly, our intervals are 1 3 and 3 5. So here 3 is overlapped by both intervals, so after merging it will become 1 5, so 1 5 is the answer here. And in this example, intervals are 1 4 3 5 6 8 8 9 10 12. So 1 4 and 3 5 can be merged because 3 is overlapped in both of the intervals, so it will become 1 5, and 6 8 and 8 9 can be merged because both intervals overlap 8, so it will become 6 9, and 10 12 is remain, so it will also be an interval, so it be an resultant. So let's understand this by our approach. For solving this type of problem, our approach is to first we solve interval by first number of the interval. So if our interval is 3 5 1 4 0 2, so it will become 0 2 1 4 and 3 5. So after sorting, we slice two variables start and finish. Start is pointing to the first number of the first interval, and finish is pointing to the second number, that is ending time of the first interval, that is 2. So we check from the second interval it can it be overlapped by previous or not. So we check any in if any number is overlapped by both interval, so it can be overlapped, and if start will remain unchanged and finish will be the maximum of the second ending time of the both. So the maximum of the ending time of both is 4, so finish is changed by 4. And we move on the next interval, we check zero 04 is our new interval. We check 04 and 35 can be merged or not. We know 04 and 35 can be merged, so 0 is remain unchanged and finish is updated by the max of both. So the finish is updated by 5. So we put it in our result. So our result will be 0 comma 5 as a merge of both of interval, all of interval. So let's understand this by another example. So here is our interval 1, 4, 3, 5, 6, 8, 10, 12. So after sorting interval by first number, it will it will become 1, 4, 3, 5, 6, 8 and 12. So first initialize start by the starting time of the first interval, that is 1, and finish ending time of the first interval, that is 4. So check whether, and we start a loop from 1 to nth element and check whether the first element can be merged by previous or not. If it can be merged, we update start and end. Start will remain minimum of the first in starting time of both, and finish will be maximum of the ending point of both. So start will remain 4 1 and finish will become 5. So we now move on the next interval. It can be we check it can be merged or not. If it cannot be merged, we put start and finish as an interval in our result 1 comma 5, and we update start and finish by interval starting time and ending time. So start will become 6 and finish will become 8. So we check this can be merged by 10 and 12 or not. So it cannot be merged, so start and finish again put in the result as an interval, and start and end will updated by value of current intervals. So at the end there is no interval remain, so we put this start and end as an interval in our result. So it will become 10 comma 12. So our result is 1, 5, 6, 8, 10, 12. It is the merge of this interval. So let's understand another example. So here our interval is 1, 3, 3, 5. So after sorting, it will remain unchanged 1, 3 and 3, 5 because it is already sorted. So start will first initialized by start time of first interval, and finish will initialized by second ending time of the first interval, that is 3. So we check from here it is it can be merged or not in previous interval. So we know yes, we can merge it in the previous interval. So after merging, start will remain 1 and finish will become 5. So if there is no interval, we just put start and end as an interval in our result. So our result will 1 comma 5. So let's implement our approach. So here we are given an interval class that have a two member start and finish that indicate the starting and ending time of an interval, and here we first create a result interval because we have to return in list of interval. So these lines are written for the sorting of interval based on the first number of the interval. So from here we first initialize start and finish. Start will initialize by the first starting time of the first interval, and finish will initialize by the finishing time of the first interval. and here we calculate the interval size. So the interval size is calculated by the intervals dot length. So in the loop we check from the first element to interval size element, and if it can be merged. If a first element can be merged by the previous element, will start with remain unchanged and finish will updated by the maximum of the previous intervals ending time and the current intervals ending time. So but and if it cannot be merged, so we create an interval from start and end and put in the result, and start and end updated by the current intervals start and ending time. So after each traversing the interval, we put all the merge interval in the result, but we remain last interval to put in the result. So here we create another interval with start and finish, and we put in the result, and here we return the result. So our approach is to solve this problem is, first we sort the intervals and we check if two interval can be merged or not. If it can be merged, we just merge it, and we check another interval with this. If both can be merged, we just merge it all. If it cannot be merged, we just put in the result, and we update start and end by the new current intervals starting and ending time. So here is our code, so let's say submit it. So we can see our all test cases are passed successfully with a 100% score. So thanks for watching. If you like our content, so please like, comment and share this video, and if you are new to our channel, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.